Have you ever wondered why some people manage to stay incredibly focused and productive, seemingly without effort? This might sound like some secret magic, but it's actually a state of mind that many of us can tap into, known as the flow state. Imagine being so immersed in a task that the world around you fades away. You're in the zone, your mind and body synergize, and every action, every thought flows naturally from the last. That's the power of flow. It's like being on autopilot, but in a good way. Achieving a flow state can significantly boost your productivity and focus. It can transform mundane tasks into enjoyable activities and complex projects into manageable pieces, ultimately leading to peak performance. This isn't just a theory, it's backed by decades of psychological research. So are you ready to harness this extraordinary mental state? Remember, unlocking the power of flow could be the key to your peak performance. To harness this power, one has to first understand what a flow state is. A flow state, often referred to as being in the zone, is a mental state in which a person is fully immersed in a task, resulting in a heightened sense of focus and productivity. This concept was first proposed by psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who observed that during this state, people often experience a deep enjoyment, creativity, and a total involvement with life. The characteristics of this state are quite fascinating. There's an intense and focused concentration on the present moment. Past and future become irrelevant as the mind is wholly engaged in the task at hand. There's a sense of personal control over the situation and the outcome. You're not on autopilot. Instead, you're steering the ship, fully invested in the journey and its destination. Another significant trait is the transformation of one's perception of time. Hours may pass like minutes when you're in the flow. This phenomenon occurs because all your attention is devoted to the process, leaving no room for the tracking of time. Now, how does this flow state affect our brain and behavior? Well, when you're in the flow, your brain operates differently. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for self-monitoring and impulse control, becomes less active. This allows for more spontaneous, free-flowing ideas and actions. Simultaneously, the brain releases a cocktail of chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, which contribute to the feelings of happiness, satisfaction, and bliss experienced during this state. Behaviorally, being in the flow can lead to enhanced performance and creativity. It's a state where you're at your optimal level of performance. You're more receptive to new ideas, more resilient to challenges, and more capable of solving problems creatively. In essence, the flow state is like a superpower we all have, waiting to be unlocked. It's an elevated state of consciousness that can transform the way we work, learn, and live. Now that we've grasped what a flow state is, it's time to delve into how to achieve it. Before diving into the deep end, it's imperative to set the stage for flow. Imagine you're an artist preparing a canvas. You need a clean, clear space to work. The same applies to your mind when you're preparing for flow. A serene, distraction-free environment is your canvas, where your mind can freely focus and create. The importance of this step cannot be overstressed. It's like trying to paint a masterpiece in the middle of a bustling market. It's not impossible, but it's certainly more challenging. So take the time to carve out a quiet space where you can concentrate without interruption. Equally crucial is having a clear mind. Meditation, deep breathing, or even a simple walk can help clear away mental clutter, allowing your focus to sharpen. And finally, set clear goals. Know what you want to achieve. This gives your mind a target, a direction to channel its energy. With the stage set, you're ready to take the plunge. Now, let's uncover the step-by-step process to get into a flow state. Our first step is to focus on a single task. In a world filled with distractions, this might seem like a daunting task. However, the key to achieving a flow state is to immerse yourself completely in one activity. Whether it's writing a report, playing a musical instrument, or solving a complex problem, it's important to dedicate your full attention to the task at hand. Think of it as a spotlight on a stage, where all the other noise and distractions fade into the darkness, and only your task is in the spotlight. Step 2. Find the sweet spot between challenge and skill. The task at hand should neither be too easy nor too hard. If it's too easy, you'll likely get bored and lose interest. If it's too hard, it might lead to anxiety and frustration. You need to find a task that is just beyond your current skill level, but not so far out of reach that it becomes overwhelming. This balance is what keeps you engaged and motivated, propelling you into a flow state. The third step is maintaining a relaxed state of concentration. This is not the kind of concentration that leaves you feeling exhausted and drained. Instead, it's a state of deep focus that feels effortless and natural. It's like being in the zone, where hours can pass by without you even noticing. To achieve this, it's important to eliminate any potential distractions and create an environment that allows you to focus. This could mean turning off your phone, finding a quiet place to work, or simply telling your colleagues not to disturb you. Lastly, step 4, receiving immediate feedback. The feedback loop is crucial in maintaining a flow state. It helps you adjust your actions and strategies in real time. This doesn't necessarily mean you need someone else to give you feedback. It could be as simple as seeing the progress on your task, feeling the melody come together as you play a piece of music, or seeing the solution to a problem become clearer as you work through it. This immediate feedback helps you align your actions with your goals, keeping you in the flow state. So, to recap, the steps to achieving a flow state include focusing on a single task, finding the right balance between challenge and skill, maintaining a relaxed state of concentration, and receiving immediate feedback. Remember, the flow state is not a destination, but a journey. It's about immersing yourself in the process, enjoying the journey, and losing yourself in the task at hand. By following these steps, you're on your way to achieving a state of flow. Achieving a flow state is just half the battle. The real challenge lies in maintaining it. Now let's talk about how to keep the flow going. There are several strategies that can be effective. First, consider taking short, regular breaks. This might seem counterintuitive, but it can actually help replenish your mental energy and keep your mind sharp. These breaks can be as short as 5 minutes, just enough to stretch your legs and give your mind a breather. Next, practice mindfulness. This involves staying fully present and engaged in the task at hand, not allowing your mind to wander. It's about fully immersing yourself in the activity and not getting distracted by external or internal interruptions. Lastly, don't forget to stay hydrated and nourished. Your brain needs fuel to function at its best. Regular intake of water and healthy snacks can significantly aid in maintaining your flow state. With these strategies, you can ensure your flow state doesn't just come and go, but stays for the duration of your task. Let's quickly revisit what we've learned today. We started our journey by unveiling the power of flow, a state of being where productivity and creativity are at their peak. We then delved into understanding what this flow state really is, a harmonious symphony of concentration, enjoyment, and complete absorption in a task. We then looked at how to prepare for this state, emphasizing the importance of a distraction-free environment and a clear mind. Moving forward, we outlined the steps to achieving a flow state, which involved setting clear goals, seeking immediate feedback, and balancing skill with challenge. Lastly, we discussed how to maintain this flow, the key to which lies in consistent practice, patience, and mindfulness. The journey to achieving a flow state is not always smooth sailing, but with persistence and the right strategies, it's certainly achievable. Remember, achieving a flow state